Back to the action at PF International. We have a champion already confirmed in Minimax. It's Cian Jewis, the GP plate. He lines up alongside poleman Joe Turney, Owen Byatt and Mark Kimber on the second row. The O plate, William Pettit alongside Chris Lulham, with Charpentier, McCarthy, Keneally and Phillips rounding out the top 10 as the cameraman has a little bit of a moment there. Jensen Butterfield and Jordan Collard line up beside each other on row 6. Keep an eye on Tyler Chesterton from the back of the grid. He may well spoil the party as he charges his way through the field. We make sure we've got starters orders A-OK, and we are running well. Good start by Turney. Watch out from the second row. Beautiful start up to the lead. That's fantastic from Mark Kimber. Kimber takes the lead. That is an absolutely textbook getaway from the second row, and as they charge their way through, Kimber is out in front.
Perfect start by Mark Kimber there on the 47. Cian Jewis will be looking to go out today with a win, hopefully, just to round off the season. He wants to go out in style. Mark Blundell, of course, here watching his young charge this weekend.
Yes, indeed. And Mark Blundell's been keeping an eye on several young karters, and he highly rates Cian Jewis, as do I. We've been watching him coming through the rank of Super 1 for quite a long time, actually. He's been very strong through cadets. He's made a move to Minimax in fine style this year, and it's great to see him wrap up the 2015 title with some verve. He's now going for the lead on the inside of Kimber. Well, the pressure's off him. He may as well go gung-ho for glory, and that's exactly what he's done. Leaps up the inside there into the Mike Wilson complex and storms through to take the lead. Beautifully done.
Talking of champions, the man in fourth place there, Owen Byatt, is the English champion, won the E-plate at Shellington earlier in the season. It's Jewish from Kimber, Turney, Byatt, Pettit, Lulham, McCarthy, Conor McCarthy that is, not Jack McCarthy, we'll see later in Junior Max. Then it was Charpentier, then Joe Phillips and Finn Keneally rounding out the top 10.
Axel Charpentier second in the points, of course, the Frenchman. So all the Francophiles on Motors TV will be absolutely loving the fact he's got a runner-up spot. Nobody really has been able to touch Cian Jewis for out and right pace, though, through the 2015 season. He really has made Minimax his own this year. Well done, though, to Finn Keneally, currently looking for third position as a result of this race. He's in a fight with William Pettit to try and get the third rung of the podium, the bronze medal, as it were. And at the moment, Finn Keneally has the upper hand. Mark Kimber trying to put himself into the top 6 as well. And that start has definitely paid him dividends, although Turney has now got through into second position. Plenty more to come, though, from Kimber, I'm sure.
That's, again, Owen Byatt there, the English champion, in fourth place. As they go through the line, Jewis, Turney, Kimber, Byatt. Then Lulham has made a place. Pettit's down one. Kimber's actually down one, isn't he? He's obviously down 2 seconds there.
Yeah, Lulham's got through, actually. Lulham's got through into fifth position past Pettit, and that's really not going to do his chances of getting third in the championship any good at all. He's going to lose points there. Kimber is gaining. Actually, so too are Alex McDade and Owen Byatt. They made, and that's a huge lunge for third position as Byatt storms up the inside there and catches Kimber completely unawares. Kimber's now going to try and get him back again to the left-hander, but that's a really big lunge for third position, especially this early in the race. He obviously felt, no, I don't want to finish fourth position. I'm trying to get myself into the top 6 in the championship here. And actually, on paper, he has got the ability to do that in this race.
Yeah, he's in third at the moment. He'll want to be first. This is the last race of the season. You want to go out of the final race of the season in good form, looking forward to next year. There is, of course, a phrase in motorsport, you're only as good as your last race. I don't fully agree with that, but anyway, Owen Byatt there, as you can see, it's made up that one place to third there. As you look at the positions on the left of your screen, that's the confirmation. He is the 2015 English champion.
Great moves in this bridge section of the circuit. I love the addition of this complex after what used to be the Bruno Ferrari bend, of course. It really does add an extra dynamic, and it adds about 3 or 4 different overtaking moves, sometimes on the outside, as we obviously proved earlier on in the race day. And that just shows you, you know, if you have a good complex, if you have a good design in a race circuit, you really can have some absolutely thrilling racetracks. I've always said, Buckmore Park and this place, the 2 world-class circuits that we've got in this country, that always guarantee action.
Yeah, PF International, obviously, as I said earlier, is the greatest karting facility in the world, and I know that because Paul Fletcher personally told me that.
Text in the post, obviously.
Yeah, and also bear in mind as well, if anyone doesn't agree with that, if you think there's a karting circuit in the world better than this one, go and mention it to Paul Fletcher. If he's not seen it, he'll probably pay it a visit, decide that, yeah, it's got a couple of things better than ours, as Joe Turney takes the lead. And Jewis has him back down the inside, goes back down the inside for second. And look at that, that's given Turney a comfortable gap. And here comes the man in fourth, was in fourth place, Mark Kimber, back into second. Great action from the drone. I'm going to complete what I was going to say. If Paul Fletcher goes and has a look at a circuit that he thinks is better than this one, believe me, he'll stump up another 100 grand or so to make this even better.
Yeah, if there is a kart circuit better, it won't be for long, is basically the moral of the story. If Paul Fletcher's involved. But check out what we've got as a result of that little tussle up at the bridge section. It was 4 karts for the lead. Now it's 5 karts for second place, only 4 kart lengths back from the leader, Joe Turney. So there is an incredible dynamic in this race that has suddenly shifted. Turney has got clear air between himself and Mark Kimber. Jewis there in third from Byatt, Pettit and Lulham. And that's important from William Pettit. He needed to get a little bit further up the order in this grid to close up on Finn Keneally, and he's now only 3 points away from him. So this is a perfect fillet for William Pettit. As up the inside, that's Kimber making the move on Jewis, I think. That's Jewis getting Kimber back again for second position. And now up the inside, I think that's Byatt and Pettit going together. So down to 5th position goes the man who was there up in the lead at the start, Mark Kimber. An absolutely cracking battle. Turney, however, out in front. He's long gone. He's got no one to work with. He's enjoying a Sunday afternoon in sunshine.
And again, it's a great overall view of the action from the drone camera, something that we've not seen before the last couple of years when we've started using it. More places being made up down the field, somebody getting hung out to drive through. Bobby Game corner, looks like he's lost 3 places in all.
Oh, look at them just coming out of that final turn, absolutely standing on it. You can see how hard drivers are pushing, by how much curb they use as the 33 goes slightly too wide over the edge there. Jensen Brown, as he manages just to save his bacon on the exit of the curb. Turney leading from Jewis in second place now. Byatt is in third position. And I have to say, of the 3 drivers in the top 3 at the moment, the most racy appears to be Owen Byatt. And look, these 5 have settled down. They're charging after Joe Turney. He's not going to be comfortable in the lead for long.
61, Conor McCarthy looks like he's the leading the chase as the other karts go through the hairpin. Later in the race, we rejoin it. We've still got Turney out front. Alex Medade was the driver that made up the most places in the top part of the field. He made up 5 going through the line last time. He'd made up 6 before that and then lost a place. Let's have a look this time. Turney, Kimber, Lulham, Byatt, Jewis, Pettit, then Conor McCarthy, Alex McDade there in 8th place, and Axel Charpentier and Jensen Butterfield rounding out the top 10. McDade, the prime mover so far, has made up 5 places. Lulham's made up 3 from 6th to 3rd, but not anymore as he gets hung out to drive through the right-hander and looks like he loses 3 places.
Jordan Collard's trying to put his way into the top 10 as well and slinging it up the inside. There goes Jewis, there goes the O-plate as well of William Pettit. He's going to try and make that stick move around the outside. I'm not sure you're going to have enough road to make that work, William. No, you're going to have to slot into 5th position once again behind Owen Byatt, who once again... Oh, contact! Contact! That's not gone well at all. Byatt and Pettit have come together in the Fullerton S's, and he puts his arm in the air, Byatt, as if to say, come on, William, what on earth are you playing at? Let's have a look at it again.
Well, Pettit was up the inside, takes a big chunk of curve, look there, and that runs him over the top of Owen Byatt. It's caused damage to Byatt's kart.
Racing incident?
Not so sure about that. They go down through the finish line. Oh, it's contact!
That's Byatt! That's Byatt
Oh,
into the wall, and
he's in the track.
He's in the middle of the road, thrown from the cart.
That's a red flag.
That's got to be a red flag straight away. My word, Owen Byatt, that will be a very shaken up young man in that kart.
And that was William Pettit in behind him that we've obviously seen the previous. Well, that's Byatt in front, Pettit there.
I don't want to call this malicious. Oh, I'm afraid there's very little argument to suggest anything otherwise. And Byatt is pitched into the wall, pirouettes and somersaults from the kart. That is one of the most monstrous looking shunts I've seen for years in karting.
I'm not sure about the deliberate nature of that, Jake, to be honest, because you are risking flipping yourself over if you think that's a deliberate act. Not sure about that. Anyway, red flag is out. The result is on your screen, and that's how it finished.
Joe, well, the Minimax racing this weekend was spectacular. I know that things didn't go the distance, but you must be thrilled with 2 final wins. Great end to the season.
Yeah, it was really good. It's a shame that it couldn't go on for a lot longer because it would have been a great race with Mark and Kean catching me behind. But I think Owen's all right, which is good.
Great, well done. Today's Minimax winner, Joe Turney, and we'll have a chat with the champion this year, Kean. Raced the last round, the gold stickers on the side of the kart. Your management team was here. You must be quite pleased with the way things went, even though you didn't end up on the top step of the podium. It was a fighting drive.
Well, yeah, I would rather won the championship than the last race, but it was a shame that it got cancelled early, but I'm glad Owen's all right.
And, this season has been a spectacular success for you. Onwards and upwards next year?
Yeah, onwards and upwards. I'd like to thank everyone at Strawberry Racing and my mechanic, Tom Fawcett, and I hope he does all right in Dubai.
Okay, congratulations. Well done. Your 2015 Minimax champion, Kean Jewis, and today's winner, Joe Turney.
It's a very happy chap, Kean Jewis, new champion. We can confirm that Owen Byatt is okay. He was checked over by a medical team, and fortunately, he is okay. Shaken, but fortunately, he is otherwise unhurt. Absolute miracle after such a ferocious-looking accident. Coming up next here at PF International, Junior Rotax concludes their 2015 campaign.